Alright, here's a run from the test server that is over a week old, and it was recorded on the day that everyone found out how to get the Hippogriff. So if you're not aware, and Sag has already put a video out about this, which I will link in the description, there was a pet that was leaked on the live server by accident. So if you went into the achievement screen, you would see an unclaimed achievement for a pet that wasn't actually obtainable, and that was the Hippogriff. And at the time, many people were trying all sorts of different combos to unlock this unit. And myself included, I tried quite a few different things and none of them worked. But yeah, it wasn't possible to get the unit on the live server at all. But when it came time for the next version of the test server to go online, it was specifically mentioned in the update notes that the Hippogriff was available. Maybe it wasn't name checked, but it was pretty clear that, yeah, the mistake had wasted a lot of people's time. And so I guess as a reward, we were given the opportunity to actually find the unit on the test server. Now, I don't know if this is going to make it to the live server. I would assume it will, because it would be an awful waste of effort to add this pet into the game or give it an ability and then not actually be able to get it when the update launches. So I'm assuming at this stage that it will be available. But if not, I thought I would quickly record something on the test server just to make sure that I had footage of it. Yeah, in case it does get consigned to history, or maybe it'll get changed and used and given a different ability. So yeah, how do you go about getting it? And if you haven't watched Sag's video, he does give it away very, very quickly. When the unit was originally discovered on the live server, I actually tried exactly what the method is for gaining the Hippogriff, and it didn't work. And so when it came time to actually try and hunt for it on the test server, I didn't even think to try the same thing that I'd done on the live server. And in the end, it actually turns out to be very, very simple. So if you don't want to know, probably stop watching the video now. But I think it's going to be very difficult to ignore. If this becomes available on the live server, you're going to see it in a lot of videos anyway. So I don't think this is too much of a spoiler to reveal how you actually get it. And it's very simple. All you have to do is combine a horse and an eagle together. I think the person who actually discovered the method did so by accident, which is kind of funny when you think about how simple this method is compared to some of the things that were being tried. I know I definitely tried a bunch of other really complicated things, you know, combining various pets with beluga, you know, having a beluga eat two different things, or having an abomination swallow two different things. And although eagle and horse is maybe the obvious combination, we were also trying all the other pairings, things like hippo and hippocampus, simply because they had the word hippo in their names. So here we get the eagle, and I'm actually going to buy it separately to combine it with the horse, and all you have to do is bump them together like that, and they immediately turn into the Hippogriff. Now, the stat line will revert to 5/5, which is the base stats of the Hippogriff. It doesn't matter how many stats the horse has already. So yeah, I guess a slight drawback there, but the ability of the Hippogriff is the horse ability and the eagle ability simultaneously. So I guess it probably uses the same mechanism as Abomination for having two abilities at the same time. But of course, the leveling works as normal from this point on. So you can actually have you know, a level 3 horse and a level 3 eagle in the same unit. I guess it's okay. I have seen a bunch of people say that it's way too strong, which is, I think, nonsensical. You know, the horse ability, the later you go in the game, it's borderline useless. So, yeah, I think that Hippogriff is perfectly fine. And if anything, from an ability standpoint, it's probably not worth the effort actually going for it in the first place. But that's not a big deal. I'm perfectly happy with the idea of having these types of secret or bonus units that have funny or, you know, irrelevant abilities that don't actually really have any major relevance in battle. Clearly, Eagle is a very strong ability by itself. But Eagle plus Horse doesn't make a huge amount of sense, as we actually face a Troubadour there. because the horse part of the ability can't buff the eagle part, since they're bound up in the same unit. But on that topic, I decided that I wanted to check what would happen if you had a parrot copy a hippogriff. And sure enough, it does work. It will copy both abilities instead of just one of them. I'm not actually sure what they've done to change parrot plus abomination on the test server. But yeah, I guess the technology exists in the game already to have one unit that has two abilities. Maybe this is something that they could use in the future. There are certainly a lot of units that would be interesting to see what would happen if they were combined together. So although we only have the level 1 Hippogriff here, we're on course for the level 3 parrot pretty quickly. And just as I say that, we get the second chocolate, and so the 2 Cyclops boost the Hippogriff up to 2.66 already. And we'll just run a 4 squad on the next turn. We still have 5 hearts anyway, probably because it's the test server, and so there's a variety of weird stuff going on. We snipe a Phoenix, which is kind of funny. I think with the double eagle here, we probably should be okay. Yeah. We've got Hydra in there, so we do end up summoning another unit on top. And yes, the parrot is going to spawn a level 2 boar as well. And yeah, we'll just buy-sell this Gariel. Now, obviously my team here is not particularly good. I was deliberately just trying to, play something a little bit unusual. I guess that probably is thematic with the Hippogriff. You could just take all the most powerful summoning units. I mean, Eagle by itself is pretty strong, but I didn't want to have, Turkey and what else have we got? I guess I do have Sabertooth in this pack, so the Eagle could summon a Sabertooth. But because we're playing in the standard format, you can only take so many summoning pets on tier 6. I think Sabertooth counts as a summoning pet. I can't remember. This is pretty funny. Rabbit, I think, as a unit was already pretty suspect on the live server, but it's had so many buffs with all the various food-related units, and you can see there it's getting up to 50 health pretty easily from the endless pony feeding. So we'll use the flounder here with the lollipop in order to get the instant level 3 parrot and hippogriff. And then I'm just going to freeze. Okay, maybe I shouldn't bother freezing Team Spirit. Yeah, let's unfreeze that. And this is something you can do with Eggplant. You can play a 4 squad and then just put the Eggplant in second position anyway. As we actually face Sag. Now, I didn't realize at the time that this was Sag. But yeah, he has gone the opposite way and he's playing a more traditional summoning team. This is actually the team from the video, I think. So yeah, go watch that. It will be linked in the description. He does a much better job at the beginning of the video documenting how exactly this Hippogriff situation came about in the first place. So that puts us on 8. And all we care about now is leveling the crocodile, since we have pretty much all level 3s already. I do think one of the things that the new custom packs, standard and wild setup, needs to consider is how easy it is to get chocolate. I think you can still take virtually all of the units that can give extra chocolate. And so that really puts the free-to-play players at a big disadvantage. Even though they do have access to Flounder, even the paid players have that as well. Now this is a pretty funny battle where they had an eel with 50 health, with a rabbit there again, no surprise. The eel had 50 health. The sock removed, I think it was 20 health from it, and then it regained all of the health because of its ability. So yeah, definitely a few sketchy units still in customs. I guess when a unit became a problem for one of the static packs, a solution was often to just move it to customs and then you could just kind of forget about it. But I think that's probably not going to be the case anymore. As we actually faced this team that had, I think it was almost a 50-50 white goat. I think that's another problem unit in customs that hasn't been addressed in the latest test server. I'll link Flame's video in the description where he shows how to get 50-50 goats on turn 9, which, yeah, I think that's just a little bit too early. So we upgrade the parrot with the potato, and I'm just going to freeze the mushroom to put on the hippogriff. And then this is a really fun team here from Mollusk, but unfortunately I delete the lamprey, which is a unit that I'm very interested to try myself. It works based on, it lets you trigger lots of hurts on units in front. So I guess it's kind of an alternate take on the original elephant, I think, which used to hurt multiple units at the same time. Actually, now that I say that, I'm not sure if the lamprey hurts like 1, 2, 3 pets ahead, or hurts the pet in front 1, 2, 3 times. Either way, an interesting ability that should hopefully produce some fun videos in the future.